Matthew, you're going to be fighting Kell Brook. Now, before Christmas, your hopes were world title. You were left disappointed when they fell through. Do you think this is the next best thing?
I do, yeah. It's a great domestic fight. Both myself and Kell, ranked 1 and 2 in the country, and I think it's very rare that you get, these top domestic fights. The top two wanting to fight each other. Sometimes they try and stay clear of each other, but that's not been the case. And in my opinion, it's two of the best welterweights in the world fighting, and the fact that it's a local derby as well gives it a little extra spice.
How did this fight come around? You contacted Kell over Christmas, is that right?
No, that was just when my last fight fell through. Eddie Hearn got in contact with my dad, and we was talking about it for maybe 3-4 weeks, and then we went down to London and signed for the fight, because it was a fight I always knew would happen. It was a fight I've always fancied. So there was nothing else on the table there for me, so I decided to take this one.
It's a big boost though, isn't it, after the world title fell through?
Oh yeah, it's a massive fight. Like Ed said, they were expecting a crowd of around 10,000, and there's nothing better in any sport than derbies, and this is what this is. And I think it's going to be a great fight, an exciting fight, and I can't wait for it.
Now, fighting in front of a crowd that size, it's going to be more of an unusual experience for Kell than it is for you. You've done that before, haven't you?
I have, yeah. When I challenged for the world title, I fought in America in front of 14,000. Mexicans baying for me blood. So travelling over to Sheffield and boxing in front of a large crowd ain't going to give me, keep me up at night.
You surprised a lot of people with the performance against Saul Alvarez. It proved, firstly, what a big heart you've got, but also what a big chin you've got as well, and that you can overcome the odds.
Yeah, I think in boxing sometimes you get these fighters, I'll fight anyone, any time, any place, anywhere, and it's a cliche really, and they don't really back it up. But I think I've shown that in the past, and I think I've shown it again. In this fight, like you say, Kelly's an avoided fighter. They're saying he's going to be the next superstar of British boxing, but I believe all those plans will be up in smoke on the 17th.
And where can you go after this? Because doors will open if you beat Kell Brook.
Definitely, Kell's rated. I think he's in the top 5 in all the bodies. He's ranked as high as number 2 by the WBO. So Eddie Hearn says he's confident the winner of this fight will get a world title fight. So massive incentive to win this one.
Now you're self-managed now, is that right?
I am, yeah.
So you're no longer with Hatton Promotions?
Well, I'm just taking. Obviously this fight is being promoted by Matchroom. I've not fell out with Hatton Promotions. More important to me than anything has always been my family, and Rick is fully supportive of this fight. He's behind me, we're ringside cheering me on, so there's no problem on that front.
It's just a case of this was the biggest fight on offer, so you've got to go for it.
Absolutely, and being self-managed, like you say, in boxing, boxing's a short career. You've got to take the best opportunities that are there, at that moment in time, and this definitely was.
And Bob's saying you win this, maybe a fight with Amir Khan down the line. Is that something you're thinking about?
Not really, no, not really. Kell Brook's the only man I'm worried about at the minute. Obviously, Kell Brook, Amir Khan. There is talk of him moving up to welterweight, but he's got his own business to think of. I think he'll be after claiming his old light welterweight title back. So no, Amir's not really in my plans. I'm just focused 100% on Kell Brook because he's a quality fighter.
Have you come up against anyone like Kell in the past?
Not really, no. I've had a lot of fights. This is my 50th contest coming up, so I've boxed all styles and shapes and styles. But I think the Ingle Gym is well known for producing awkward fighters. So no, I've probably never boxed anyone like Kell before. We'll get sparring partners into suit, and I don't see it being a problem. I think it'll be a great clash of styles. Kell likes to come forward, as I do myself. So I think it'll be an exciting fight.
That's brilliant.